Are you afraid of death? Why or why not?
I'm not afraid of death.
Why not?
I had a near-death experience,
Mm-hmm.
and within that near-death experience, I kind of let go. It was terrifying.
Well, can you share?
Yeah, I almost drowned.
Oh, really? When?
This was like when I was like 18, and when I was traveling a little bit. It was in Vietnam, and I was way too like, obviously like on the influence of alcohol, and I basically fell in essentially like I had this experience where I was kind of survival, fight or flight, and I kind of was taking on a lot of water. Luckily, I managed to get out, but I genuinely thought I was going to die. And I think my relationship with death now is I think I'd be scared now. I think the only reason why I'd fear death is because there's still so much more I want to achieve now.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be really upset and afraid to leave people behind that I love. But I'm not afraid of what happens after this experience. Like, it would only be because if I was to die, my relationship with death is only because I know myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know myself when I'm like 80. If I'm like 80 and I had a fucking good life, I'd be like way more kind of accepting of it. Now I'm not so much accepting of it because I've still got so much more to go and do.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I'm not afraid of death is because I think that this is the path to that. I think death is like going back to who you're supposed to be. Like, it's going back to the whole. Like they say in, I think in Egypt or Egyptology, they say when children were born, they were like, "Welcome to life, your pathway to death." So it was always like, this is like every day is a celebration because you're closer to death. Death being, that's like your full incarnation of who you're supposed to be. You're going back to the, and I do believe that. I do think after this you are going back to a more interconnected place. I don't think you're conscious, and I don't think it's like a heaven or I don't think it's like that. I think it's more like you just let go and you're in it. And I think that's always given me clarity, because it's I'd be more scared of death in the sense of like if it was to happen suddenly or be painful. But if it was to be like a peaceful, nice
Yeah.
death, I'd be like totally cool with it.
Nice.